Well, good morning and welcome once again to Ed's Orchids. Now today I'm just going to get a couple of plants ready for the show. Unfortunately I've only got these two Phragmipediums we're taking to a show, so we'll just have a look at them, we'll talk about them a little bit, and then we'll have a nice look at them. Well, as you can see, this is the Phragmipedium Olaf Gruss, and it's got 3 spikes on it. It's going to get many more blooms on it, about 3 blooms on each, and it's got many growths. I can't even count them, but there's many growths coming up right down the bottom as well, so this is going to make a really good plant, providing I don't do anything wrong with it. Now, this Olaf Gruss is a cross between Bessie and Piercy Eye, and if you get the yellowing, a bit of yellowing and red on the leaves, this is caused by, instead of the Bessie being one of the pure red ones, it's a yellow Bessie. So this really is an Olaf Gruss Bessie Flavum cross Piercy Eye. Absolutely lovely. Now, Olaf Gruss was first registered by F. Glanz in 1996, and the Bessie part of this plant requires warmth and light levels between good and shaded, with morning sun being, it's acceptable, but not too much of it. They require long daylight hours of over 14 hours if possible, which is a brilliant way of promoting strong new plant growth. Temperatures up to 30 degrees Celsius and minus around about 15 for these. Humidity though is very important, and the health of these plants depend on the humidity, so you should aim for over 80% to continue the good growth. As regards watering, these plants should never be allowed to dry out, but should always be wet or damp, whichever you choose. But this is also quite evident that this is good for root growth as well. As for fertilizer, you all know that I use fish blood and bone, a slow release fertilizer which I administer every 6 months, and then I water with RO water only. Or if I'm getting short of RO water, I'll use rainwater, whichever is very good. In the warm, sunny weather which we are experiencing now, and I said the greenhouse here is now over 35 degrees. I've got 3 fans running, and by a job to keep cool, but I'm watering these plants now every 2 days. I mean a good watering, a good soaking, virtually stand in the pot in water. And the Piercy Eye side of this plant is, some people class it as cool to warm growing, but it can stand temperatures for a short while up to 40 degrees centigrade. But like the rest of this plant, it must have high humidity. And in the wild, the Piercy Eye sometimes is totally immersed in waters when there's floods on. They get totally submerged, but the year after they come up again, so it doesn't do them any harm. So all in all, the Olaf Gruss should be kept moist or wet with plenty of light, and if you're not using slow release fertilizer, then I would suggest you fertilise them with a weakish fertilizer every 3 weeks in summer, and just lower the dosages in winter. Well, I'm hoping this plant, I'm hoping all the buds come out for the show. There's one there just opening. You can see if I lift it up, you'll be able to see the colours emerging, hopefully, but I don't want to rake it off. So that one with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blooms on would be lovely. Now here we have the Richter Eye, which is a huge plant, and this has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 flowers out, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 buds. So if they all come out for next Friday, it'll be absolutely beautiful. There's many growths on it, I can't even count them. But the unusual thing about this strange plant, if you don't mind me saying so, is that it doesn't have a taxonomic record, which means this is a virtually a natural hybrid. So it's a primary hybrid that grows naturally in the wild, and it's a cross between I think it was PCI and Waterianium, that's it. And so it's found in the wild as a natural cross. So if it's no taxonomic record, then it's always referred to as a species as Phragmipedium Richter Eye, but it's not really a species, is it? So actually the way they write it down is this is a Phragmipedium and then a cross Richter Eye. But it's quite a beautiful plant, and should do well at the show, I think, if all the buds stay on and don't drop off. Well, that's about all I can tell you about these two plants. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you to all my subscribers, and until next time, I'll see you all later. Bye.